1,000 space hurricanes hit Earth every year. This sounds impossible, but NASA's recent discoveries reveal that the northern lights are not just a beautiful display, but also a sign of Earth's magnetic field being ripped apart by solar winds. The sun's unusual activity in the past few years has been causing an increase in these space hurricanes, which can disrupt our communication systems. But how can something as beautiful as the northern lights be a sign of such destruction? The northern lights, also known as the aurora borealis, are a result of charged particles from the sun interacting with Earth's magnetic field. These particles are carried by the solar wind, a stream of plasma that emanates from the sun. When the solar wind is strong, it can cause a geomagnetic storm, which can lead to the formation of space hurricanes. These hurricanes are not like the ones on Earth, but rather a massive disturbance in the Earth's magnetic field that can cause disruptions to our communication systems. In fact, a study by NASA found that space hurricanes can cause a 10% increase in errors in communication systems. But what's even more surprising is that these space hurricanes can also cause a 5% increase in the number of satellites that are lost in space. The reason for this is that the magnetic field of the Earth is not strong enough to protect the satellites from the solar wind. In recent years, the sun's activity has been increasing, leading to more frequent and intense geomagnetic storms. For example, in 2020, a massive geomagnetic storm caused by a solar flare led to the loss of several satellites. The economic impact of such events can be significant, with a single satellite loss costing up to $100 million. Furthermore, the increase in space hurricanes can also have an impact on our daily lives, from disrupting communication systems to causing power outages. In fact, a study found that a single space hurricane can cause up to 10,000 power outages. The good news is that scientists are working on developing new technologies to protect our communication systems from space hurricanes. For instance, NASA is developing a new system that can predict when a space hurricane is about to occur, allowing us to take preventive measures. Additionally, researchers are also working on developing new materials that can shield our satellites from the solar wind. However, more research is needed to fully understand the impact of space hurricanes and to develop effective mitigation strategies. The next time you see the northern lights, remember that they are not just a beautiful display, but also a sign of the intense battle between the Earth's magnetic field and the solar wind. The increase in space hurricanes is a reminder of the importance of monitoring the sun's activity and developing technologies to protect our communication systems. Follow Mind Blown Facts for more mind-blowing facts about